All right, good morning, everybody. Meteorologist Travis Klineski here on this Wednesday morning. It is shortly after 7 o'clock as of the time of this recording. We have a cold front that's moved through. It's now basically situated in southeast Nebraska and is going to be moving to the east. There's almost a secondary boundary behind that first one, though, that is bringing a little bit of light rain or sprinkles in here. There's a few areas of sprinkles here farther south. Light rain and sprinkles here, then the second line, and then behind that we've got clearing, and that's where the winds are starting to pick up, is behind that clearing. The winds are going to become strong today out of the northwest. I will also point your attention to the north here, underneath the banner, actually, well to the north. There's an upper level low that's now near Aberdeen, South Dakota, as of the time of this recording, which is in northeast South Dakota, and that will be pushing towards northern Iowa later today. And we'll get some wraparound clouds with that could push across northern and eastern areas. We may get brushed by a few clouds here in the Tri-Cities, but they will be a little bit thicker the farther north and east you go. In fact, let's back this up and I'll kind of show you. See, maybe a couple of passing clouds there. So the farther southwest you go, the more clearing you'll see. Strong winds throughout the day. We may see some gusts, 35, maybe as high as 40 miles per hour. I think some of the strongest winds could be right in here, right in this area here. So some very windy conditions out there for today. Cooler temperatures, not cold, but cooler. We'll see a few more passing clouds tonight as the winds die down. Fairly quiet weather will already start to clear out tomorrow morning. These clouds move on. We'll see plenty of sun. Breezy, but not as windy for your Thursday, and it will be warmer. The warmer weather returns Thursday. Thursday night, quiet weather, light winds, taking us to what should be a really nice Friday. Warmer weather in store for the final day of the work week on Friday, which there's a lot going on around the area, so good to have that nice outdoor weather out there. 60s and low 70s later on today. Warmer temperatures the farther south you go. Might even sneak in some mid 70s in a few spots. Still much cooler than what we saw yesterday when we had 70s and 80s for highs. McCook had 87 yesterday, so that's a 13-degree drop right there. So it will be cooler, but not bad. The winds will make it feel a little cooler, though. A little chillier tomorrow morning, but even then, these temperatures are mostly above average. Could be maybe sneak in a couple of upper 30s out west. Otherwise, it's mostly going to be 40s for overnight lows. And then highs tomorrow warming up, 70s and low 80s. So we're well above average for your Thursday. Thursday night, mostly 40s for lows, maybe some upper 30s out west. And then Friday, this will be the warm day of your forecast. Highs, upper 70s and low to mid 80s. Very warm weather as we wrap up the work week. Still a touch breezy, although the winds won't even be as strong as Thursday's winds, so not too bad, but a touch breezy on Friday. So let's take a look at that extended forecast. First off, the 3-day forecast, again, warming up in the coming days ahead. Today's the windy day, still a little breezy out there the next few. Lows not bad in the 40s. That's not bad for this time of the year. We do get a cool down this weekend. That said, not going to complain about it. Those highs in the upper 60s to near 70 are still a little bit above average now for late October. Yes, it will be late October this weekend. So the weather looks just fine, just a little cooler out there. And then Monday, we may actually get a bit of a bump up in temperatures just ahead of the next shot of precipitation on Tuesday. Rain and thunderstorms possible. We start to cool down there, and then it's what's coming beyond that things may get a whole lot uglier for the second half of next week. Much colder air could return, maybe some of the coldest air of the season. And yes, I hate to say it, but there's the potential for maybe some wintry weather for parts of the area. It looks a little more possible the farther northwest you go. So we're not talking everywhere yet, but it does look a little more possible for some of you. Let's take a look at the extended forecast models. There's today. Showers pushing southeast. Skies clearing up then today. And then lots of sunshine tomorrow, Friday, Saturday. Sunday, we'll see a couple of clouds return. I still am not including any moisture in the forecast. It's just so limited right now. It might be sprinkles more than anything. Monday, still pretty quiet. And then here comes that rain and thunderstorm chance on Tuesday. And then we get that system that moves through. We cool down behind it. But watch what's coming later in the week. Thursday to Friday here. This model's not real aggressive with the wintry weather here, but more wet weather and even colder temperatures could be on the way. Watch the GFS model here. Now, this is a new model, and I haven't looked at this one since it came out because it just came out in the last hour, and I've been busy with other stuff, but watch this here. So there's today's system moving to our east. Tomorrow, quiet. Lots of sun tomorrow, Friday, and Saturday. Sunday, a few more clouds, maybe again some sprinkles around. Not much, though, expected here. I still think it'll stay mostly dry Monday. A few clouds around and breezier conditions. But Monday's that bump in temperatures. Look at the winds. They're out of the south. That's going to bump those temperatures up on Monday ahead of that next system. That's going to bring us the chance of rain and thunderstorms on Tuesday. But then look what's coming later in the week. Now, we get a cool down Wednesday. But then again, that's the next system here. And that's what I'm concerned about here is some areas to the north and west could be dealing with snow. And it may not be everybody. The GFS has been notoriously more aggressive with the colder weather and the wintry weather than the European model, and so it's something we'll have to keep an eye on as we get down the road, but certainly not a very favorable forecast as we get to later next week. And basically, when I look at this extended temperature trends forecast, I'll be able to tell. I don't know which one it is right now. I'll be able to tell when I see, because if it has the colder air at the end of next week, that's the GFS. So there's today's cool down right there. Tomorrow, though, warming up. Friday, really warming up. And then we cool back this weekend, kind of on the edge of some colder air off to the northeast Saturday and Sunday. Nice little warm up on Monday right there. And then we trend cooler Tuesday, Wednesday, and this is the GFS. Look at all that cold air coming as we get towards the end of next week there. That's next Friday, Saturday. It's going to be a colder weekend next week, in the final weekend of October, which we have trick-or-treating right there that Saturday evening, the 28th, in our town. We're having trick-or-treating there, so that won't be real fun if that's the case here. So the GFS is more aggressive with the cold, which would have, again, that chance of more of a mix of precipitation if it happens. It's a long ways out yet. It's a week and a half away yet, so I don't want to get too worked up about it yet, but I will tell you right now, it's not going to be nearly as nice the second half of next week as what we're going to see for the next 6 or 7 days. So it's just kind of inevitable. That's the time of the year, we get snowstorms and ice storms in October. We've seen them before. I'm not saying that we're going to get one here. I'm just saying that the potential is always there this time of the year. It is not a rarity to get something like that in late October. So, but take a nice look at this part of the forecast. This is a little more likely than what would happen next week, because like I said, there is still plenty of uncertainty next week. But enjoy this part of the forecast. We've got some nice days ahead before we get to the crummier weather late next week. All right, with that, I'm going to let you all go. I want to thank you all for watching on this Wednesday morning. I will see you all again on Thursday, where we look forward to the sunshine and warmer temperatures to come. Until then, don't get blown away today, and I'll see you all again tomorrow. Bye.